Hi.
Hi. I'm Eliana. I'm one of the OTs here. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Alright, so today, if it's okay with you, I'd really like to talk to you about some different parts of your life. Is that okay?
Sure.
Okay. So I'm going to use this interview. It's called the OCAIRS. It has a really long title, so I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I'll show it to you.
I trust you.
Okay. So this is the OCAIRS, and it's just an interview, and it'll tell me some questions to ask you, and then as we get going, I'll just ask you some of my own, and you can ask me any if you're interested as well.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So you're good? You're up for this today?
Yeah, that sounds fine.
Okay.
It'll just be us though, right? I don't want my mom to come and know any of this.
Yeah, it'll just be us. No problem.
Okay, cool.
Okay. All right. Awesome. So the first thing we're going to talk about today is your roles. So your roles. What do you do?
So right now I'm a student and I'm studying accounting.
Okay. What else?
I'm not really part of any groups right now. I'm just kind of doing my own thing, being a student.
Okay. Do you have any other roles or responsibilities in your life?
I guess I'm a son, first and foremost. Help my mom around the house a lot, but I haven't been doing much of that lately. I'm a brother. I'm the youngest of 5. And I guess I'm a friend also, though I'm kind of over my friends right now.
All right. And out of all of those, what do you think the most important role is for you?
Probably the role that I play with my family, that and being a student. My parents emphasized to focus on education, culture, and religion in my family when I was growing up.
Okay. And how well do you think you're doing at being a student and a brother and a friend? How do you feel about each of those?
I love being a student. I love being part of my family, but sometimes I feel like I'm being baby too much at home. My mom can be a little bit overprotective. My friends are okay, but they definitely kind of rag on me sometimes, which I hate, and I definitely feel a lot of pressure from them. I think I'm a good student when I feel good. I usually get good grades, so I can be a bit of a perfectionist.
All right. Perfectionist, huh? All right. Okay. So the next thing we're going to talk about are your habits. Can you describe what a typical weekday was like for you before you came to the hospital?
Sure. Before treatment, I was getting up, working out, showering, measuring my body, and then maybe eating yogurt or some cucumber. During the week, I would do this, then go to my scheduled classes, or try and do some homework. I worked out at least once, if not twice per day, made sure to only eat about 300 calories per day. Then I usually go to sleep early because I was so tired and I really didn't feel well.
Yeah, you're probably tired because you probably weren't getting enough calories in there. And I've heard that you were measuring like your legs and your waist, and you wanted them to be really small. Is that right?
Yeah, my BMI was really important to me, and I wanted to make sure that was as low as possible.
Right. Okay. And what about on the weekends? What did you do?
Really, I just slept a lot. Oftentimes, I kind of slept through any family activities going on. I tried to exercise for another couple hours and get some homework done.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes even to the point where I wasn't really feeling great, I would skip showering and just kind of wash my face.
Wow. How'd that make you feel?
Not good. I was definitely tired, run down, and I was kind of struggling with what was going on.
Okay. Yeah, I can see how that would be really hard. So how has this routine changed for you? Can you think of something that might have changed?
About 7 months ago, I started feeling really self-conscious about my body, mostly because my friends were kind of making fun of me. Before I was so focused on my body, I'd exercise occasionally and help my mom cook every Wednesday. I had dinner with my family every night. I prayed with them on the weekends.
That's cool. Okay. So it was really the interaction you had with your friends that kind of tipped you off.
Yeah, they kind of brought me down. They kind of point out some things that I didn't necessarily notice originally, and gave me a hard time for it, and I kind of started to look at myself differently in the mirror.
Right. All right. And do you feel like your current routine is letting you do and be all the things that you want to be? Are you happy with it?
No, I don't think I'm satisfied with my habits at all. I was satisfied for a while because I was losing weight, and that was really important. I just wish I wasn't so tired and was able to get more done.
Yeah. Okay. So those are all really good things to know. So the next part of the interview is called personal causation, and it just has to do with some things that you think that you're good at and what you feel proud of. So what do you think you're good at?
I mean, I think I'm a good son with my family, and I think I'm a good brother most of the time. Well, I'd say at least I was.
Okay. Is there anything that you're proud of?
I'm proud of how well I'm doing as a student, but I'm doing pretty well in school. But other than that, I can't really say much else.
Okay. What has been difficult for you recently? What do you think your biggest challenge has been?
I mean, since going to the hospital for treatment, starting to kind of get back on a regular meal plan has been difficult. Not only about eating regular meals, but having to not measure my body.
Right.
So I definitely don't feel comfortable eating a lot anymore, and I'm really nervous if I continue to kind of have my normal meals, that I'm going to gain all the weight back that I lost.
Yeah, those are definitely understandable, and we're going to try to help you kind of balance some of those things and help you get back to a plan that you really like. How do you think you can handle these challenges that you're facing?
I'm not really sure, and I guess that's what I kind of need help with. Right now, everybody's kind of telling me what I should be doing, so I don't feel like I'm in a realistic setting to kind of make changes on my own.
Okay.
If we were able to come up with kind of like a plan together and set some goals that I actually care about, I think that'll help me get back on track, and I can maintain that when I'm home.
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't know. Like, I'm really not sure if I'm able to maintain my weight when I go home, and that's definitely something we're really nervous about.
Yeah, that makes sense. I get that. But we will work on all of those things together.
Great.
Okay, so the next part is your values. And I know you've mentioned some things with your family before, but what do you value most in your life? What's the most important to you?
I mean, I think it's still my family. My mom has been a big driving force. I mean, she's always been there and supporting me, and as much as she drives me crazy and can be overprotective, I know it comes from love.
Yeah, absolutely. And what other things or ideals are important to you?
I think my culture is definitely important to me, and I kind of got that from my family. Work ethic also. Something my dad always instilled in us growing up, to work hard for what you want and really not expect to be handed anything.
That's a very good value to have. And what about your life right now, do you think reflects these values? Do you think they're equal?
Yeah, I don't think they really match up right now at all. I still pray, but I've stopped going to the mosque with my family. I don't do very much with them anymore because I don't want to be pressured to eat or feel judged or anything like that. I was also feeling like crap and headaches and tired and everything, so I didn't really have the energy to do the things that I used to kind of like to do. It started even to affect school, where I was just too tired to go to classes or do my homework. I didn't even help my mom cook at all anymore, and I know she was upset with that.
Yeah.
I got a lot of anxiety just being around food in general.
Right. Okay. So if these things are important to you, what are some ways that we think that we can, or that I can help you change them, or you can help you change yourself?
I mean, I think by getting myself healthier and stronger and starting to feel better about myself, in my own skin and comfortable, I'll be able to start getting back to kind of what matters to me.
Okay, that's great. So this next part is about your goals. So let's talk about some of those. What goals do you have, let's say, just for the next week?
I mean, definitely to get stronger. I still want to keep exercising, and also just learn more about how I can maintain my weight kind of in a healthy way and not the things that I was doing.
Okay. And what about the next month?
I want to get back home and go back to school. I just want to get back to being me. I feel like I've gotten away from that for a while now. Weight's still important to me, and I definitely want to make sure I maintain that low BMI. But I want to do so kind of in a healthy way.
Yeah. All right. And what are some things that you can do? What are some steps that you can take when you leave here that'll help you with this?
I mean, going to the gym, I'm going to try and see if I can find somebody there that can help train me and kind of set up a diet for me and just kind of get myself back on the right track once I'm back at school.
Okay, great. Okay, Mohammed. So thanks for telling me all of this stuff. And I think it's really going to help us in therapy. And we're going to make some really awesome interventions for you and different activities and really help you get back on track and feeling like you again. So this is the last part of the OCAIRS. And I don't often show everybody this, but I think that you would really benefit from visualizing your goals and how you scored and what different, which different parts are really helping you in your life and which are kind of restricting you from doing all of these things that you want to be doing.
Okay.
So for roles, we kind of said that this allows you to do what you want to do. So you can see the scoring is facilitates, allows, inhibits, and restricts. And restricts is that one that we don't really want.
Okay.
So your roles are allowing you. It means that they're allowing you to do what you want, and you're a little bit motivated by them, it seems.
Definitely.
Okay. So your habits, this is where you scored a restriction. It sounds like your habits have gotten you into some really unhealthy patterns, and it's definitely not helping you with where you want to be. And it might have felt good at some point, but it seems like it's kind of gone off the rails, which is something that you've said in the past too. Does that seem right? Like it's not allowing you to do what you want to do?
Yeah, I mean, I think originally it really helped me. It kind of helped maintain my weight, keep my BMI low. But kind of looking at it now, I can see how that's kind of holding me back and not the best way to go about doing that.
Yeah, feeling tired and not feeling well all the time is definitely not how you're going to get the stuff done that you want to get done, like going to school and becoming an accountant, because you need brain power to be able to do that. Okay, so your values. You seem very driven by your values. And this is, like you talked about, your work ethic, your family, your strong relationships. You seem very motivated by them.
Yeah, my family definitely pushes me, and not only do I want to get healthy and better for myself, but also get better for them too. I think that's important to my family to see me get back on the right track.
Yeah, absolutely. So even if our activities don't center around your family and your ethic, that's something you can kind of always have in the back of your mind. Like that's why you're working so hard to get better. And your goals, you seem to have really good goals. They're realistic, they're short term, and you have some for the future, and that's really important so that you have a line of fire. You know what you're doing.
Yeah, I mean, I think this plan is, setting me back on the right track, and I think I know where I want to be, and hopefully with your help and the other people's help, that I can get back on the right track and definitely meet those goals.
Yeah. So your values were something that really facilitated you. And then I marked your goals as something that was facilitatory too, because it seems like that's what's going to help you kind of get through. And these other parts we'll go over also. But is there anything right now that you want to tell me in addition to what we have?
No, I mean, it's just at this point, I realize that I'm looking for help. And that, I was starting to hide kind of how things were going and, my unhealthy habits. And, at this point now I know I need help, and, I think that's why I'm here. And, I'm really appreciative of, your help and kind of getting me back on the right track.
Yeah. Okay. So last thing was your interests were facilitatory, because it seems like you're interested in a lot of different things. And so that's something that we'll incorporate into your activities. And stuff that we also need to keep working on is maybe your social environment, helping you find better ways to cope with the people in your surroundings and also maybe meet some new people. And yeah, there's a lot that we can work on, and there's a lot that we got from this interview that I think will help us. So thank you for doing that with me.
No, thanks for helping me.
You're welcome.